Hi, my name is Kai, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my top tips for having a great first semester at college. My first tip would be to be smart about what you bring to campus. You don't need all the clothes that you have at home because I brought all of mine and spent the next 2 days deciding what I was going to keep and what I was going to bring home. Good rule of thumb is to just bring enough clothes to have a good 2 weeks in between laundry days, because that should give you enough room to do everything you need to get done and still have time to do laundry. As far as decorations go, you don't need to bring a lot actually, because your roommate's going to bring decorations, and once you get to college, you and your friends are going to go out and buy new ones. So it would be better to err on the side of bringing less than bringing more. My second tip is to make a resume if you don't already have one, because this is a point of your life where you're going to start needing one if you haven't already needed it, and it'll help you get a job and other things on campus. Going along with my last tip, the third tip will be to get a job, because you'll want to have extra money to spend on groceries and supplies and just to go out and do things with your friends for fun. I had a job the second semester, I think, and it made my second semester a whole lot better than my first. My fourth tip is to make friends with people inside your major, because when you're confused, having friends that know what you're going through is very helpful, and it's just an easy icebreaker. You have classes together, you're learning about the same things, it's just a great way to make friendships. The fifth one is more advice than it is a tip. I would just tell you to not be afraid if you are undeclared or you don't have a major yet, because it's okay. I went into my first semester not having a major, and it let me take a bunch of classes that I was interested in and know what I was actually interested in and what I wasn't. So it helped me get rid of options, and it helped me pursue new ones that I didn't even know about. My sixth tip would be to get to know your professors, because they're great people to form connections with, and they're great resources throughout your entire life and throughout the rest of your college career. They're smart individuals, obviously, and they are great people to talk to, great people to get advice from, and can really help you out when you're in a jam. My seventh tip is also a little bit of advice. Getting a tutor does not make you look dumb. Some of the smartest people that I know and have met during my college experience have tutors. Some of my closest friends are tutors, and they tell me that most of the time, the people coming to them know a lot of the material already. They just need someone to help them reinforce it, help internalize the information. So don't be afraid to get a tutor. They really help. I've had a tutor. It was a great experience, and I got a new friend out of it too. The eighth tip I will share with you is very important. It is register for classes as soon as you can, because nothing, and I mean it when I say it, nothing sucks more than not getting into a class because you waited too long. Especially a class that you really wanted to be in, and or a class that is required for your major that is only offered every so often. So get ahead of that by registering for classes the second registration opens. Also, get involved on campus. You can go to club meetings, you can go to events. You don't have to be a member to go to most events. Some events obviously are members only, but I've met a lot of my closer friends at club meetings that I'm not even a part of. I just went to that meeting and met them there and learned about that club and decided it wasn't for me, or I would go to the events but not become a member. Getting involved on campus is one of the best things you can do as a college student, because it helps your experience as a college student, but it also helps your resume. It helps you get a job in the future, and you get great experiences out of it. 10th tip. If you live in a community-style dorm, that means that you share a bathroom with many other people. Please wear flip-flops in the shower. That's all the detail I'll go into, but wear flip-flops in the shower. My 11th tip is something to help you get out of bed, help you wake up and make it to class. Whether you use an alarm clock or you use an alarm on your phone, make sure that it is not within reach of your bed, because I cannot tell you how many times I have reached over, turned off my alarm, and went straight back to sleep. If you put it on your desk across from your room, it makes it a lot harder to get to. You have to get up out of the bed and you start your day. And once you're actually up, if you turn on the light, that helps you stay awake and reduces tiredness. So that's a nice little tip too. My 12th tip is to actually use a planner. I went through my entire educational career, from first grade to 12th, without using a planner at all. but the second I got to college, one of my closer friends told me I should probably use one, and they were right, because college isn't necessarily harder than high school because of the content. Obviously it is, you're learning new stuff and it's a little more challenging, but it's a lot harder because you have to manage your time for yourself. You're not at school from 7 or 8 in the morning until 2 or 3 in the afternoon. You only have classes about half the day, and you have chunks of time in between each class that you have to control, and you have to keep track of your homework and assignments, and a planner just really helps to do that better. My last tip is to keep a journal. I did not keep a journal my first semester, and I wish I had. I started keeping one my second semester, and it's just really nice to have some place where you can store memories other than your mind where you can forget them. I wrote down every single day what happened, what I thought, what I did, stuff like that. You don't have to do it that often, once a week, once a month even, but keeping a journal is definitely something that I would look into. Those are all my tips. I really hope that at least one of them helped you, or you at least enjoyed this video a little bit. Thanks for listening, and thank you for your time.